I wanted to do a Chenrezig meditation this morning because of what's going on in the Israel, the Gaza Strip. So let's just do that, sending them lots of love and, very strong wish for peace over there. It just sounds horrible. Okay. So I'll share the image of Chenrezig. Okay. Here we go. So when you do the visualization, this is just a guide. This is the 1,000 Chenrezig, and this one's standing. But you'll be in this meditation. You'll be directed to imagine 4 arms, and you don't have to imagine all these implements. So you just imagine the wish fulfilling jewel, the rosary, and the lotus, and there's just one head. Okay, so this is just an idea. It's a very powerful statue, this one. Okay. So let's just settle into our meditation posture. Take a nice deep breath. If you're sitting at your desk, have your feet flat on the floor. And if your feet are on the ground, feel the heels first, then the toe mound, then the pinky toe mound, big toe mound, the little toe mound, and then the outside of the foot, and then all your little toe pads. Then feel the weight of your lower leg into your ankles and your feet. Feel the weight of your torso into your sits bones. And lengthen the spine. Imagine your spine is this string of pearls of light, and it stretches from the base all the way up through the crown of the head and beyond. So you're really trying to put some space in between those vertebrae. You can imagine your spine is a string of pearls of light, and that string is being sort of pulled by something, someone above the crown of your head. Just become a little bit longer, and then take your awareness to the crown of the head and relax the scalp and the forehead. You relax your eyebrows, the eyes, and the back of the eyes, and the nose, and the cheeks. And the mouth, the jaw, the back of the tongue, and the temples. And as you go through each part of the face, relaxing, just notice how everything else kind of also releases. Relax the ears and the inner ear and the back of the tongue. And relax the back of the head. The back of the neck, and allow your shoulders and your shoulder blades to drop down. Relax the throat, the chest, and the belly, and all of your limbs. And notice the sensation of the air as you're inhaling and exhaling. A little bit cooler as you're inhaling, a little bit warmer as you exhale. Then notice if there's any sounds in your environment and just allow those sounds to be there. So try not to follow with the mind. And then just notice, excuse me, what's arising in the mind without any critical thought. Try not to follow a story. And you can categorize the thoughts as you're seeing them. So we usually just have 1,000,001 thoughts flying everywhere. But perhaps we organize them. And this is, and it can be simple. Oh, I'm thinking. That's enough. Or I'm planning, remembering. Oh, that's a story. I don't know if it's actually true. It's not based on fact. And then just bring yourself back time and time again to the breath. And if that doesn't work, if you're still off, bring yourself down to the feet. Back to the breath. Take a nice deep breath. And let's just place ourselves on the bank of our river. And as we're watching that river flow on by, you can think about the quality of the water. Is it clear? Is it bubbly? Is it flowing fast? Most importantly, just remember that while you're sitting on the bank, you're free from the river. So here we have in Israel a war. Many people caught up in it. Many civilians, young people. And there's this us and them. But actually, we think of our friend, our loved one, our enemy, and our strangers. If your loved one was over there, you'd be hating the person that was harming them. You couldn't really care less about the others. But actually, as difficult as it is to imagine, and there is no really us and them, all beings are equal in this wish to be happy, this wish to be free from suffering and having this extraordinary capacity for enlightened mind. So imagine that all of space is filled with beings. They're sitting around, they're extending beyond the horizon. Think of as many as you can comfortably. And place your parents and your other family members beside you and your friends behind you, the people you don't get along with so well in front, eyeball to eyeball, and the others all around. north, south, east, west. And everything in between. And contemplate the suffering of all these people and these beings. And first of all, think of the suffering of the people you're close to, your parents. And for most of us here, our parents, if they're still alive, they're old. And being elderly for some, for many, is a process of suffering as the body becomes less and less able to move, more and more susceptible to things going wrong. So medical issues, sometimes neurological, psychological issues. So they're not as, independent as they were when they were younger. So that's a suffering. So this process of letting go is difficult. But know how painful it is. Also for, I have a couple of friends right now who've got COVID. And one of them's very close. And it's just very hard to see them suffer in that way. But if the person down the road got COVID, I don't know if I'm like, oh, I'm sorry you've got COVID, but it wouldn't really bother me that much. So try and contemplate the suffering of it's easier when you start with the people that you love and you open your heart to the physical and psychological problems they're experiencing. And think that just like you, they want to be free of suffering, and how wonderful it would be if they were free and they could enjoy the peace and bliss of enlightenment. And then think that the people you do not like are the ones who've hurt you. And imagine their suffering and their physical pain and their discomfort, their feelings of loneliness, insecurity, fear, dissatisfaction. And probably if they've hurt you, they've hurt others. There's usually not just one incident. So perhaps they're not very happy. Maybe they are lonely. But just like you, they don't want problems, and they have no choice though, because they have this kind of habit to kind of keep being unkind. Anyway, as long as the mind is confused and ignorant of reality, knowing the way things really are, it's not going to find peace. So try and open your heart to these people whom you normally feel anger or irritation, aversion, and expand your awareness to take in all the troubles and the pain of other human beings, animals, insects, birds, all those little terrified squirrels out in the garden. Whoever has an uncontrolled mind is necessarily suffering. And we think of an uncontrolled mind as maybe someone who is, in a facility for, being mentally unwell. Or we think of addiction. But we've all got uncontrolled minds, all of us. It's just a matter of degree, as Venerable Rabina would say. So we're all suffering to some extent. But don't be overwhelmed by all of this. Remember that suffering and unhappiness and pain are mental experiences, and they're impermanent and they're changeable. And they arise because of misunderstanding, confused emotions. Once the root cause has been eliminated, all this disappears. We just have to work on our own minds in our own time. checking our misconceptions, our negative energy, and gradually we develop a correct understanding of the way things actually exist. So feel strongly this aspiration to do this yourself so you can help others be free of their suffering. So now imagine above the crown of your head, in the same, facing the same way as you, Chenrezig. The Chenrezig is the manifestation of pure, unobstructed compassion, love, and wisdom. And his body is made of white light. It's transparent and radiant. So just for a minute, let's just try and feel his presence. And if, that statue image is just too much for the mind, just imagine a ball of white light above the crown of the head. And imagine this beautiful smiling face radiating love to you and all the beings surrounding you. And also imagine this is the mind of your teacher manifesting in this Chenrezig form for your benefit. He has 4 arms. The first 2 are held at his hand, together at his heart. 2 hands together at his heart in this kind of prayer mudra. And in between his 2 palms, he's holding a jewel that fulfills all wishes. His second 2 are raised to the level of his shoulders. The right is holding a crystal rosary and the left a white lotus. And he's sitting on a white moon disc on an open lotus. Legs are crossed in the full lotus posture with each foot over the opposite thigh. And he's wearing exquisite silks and precious jewels. So try and hold your awareness there of this holy being above the crown of your head, compassionate, wise. So you're bringing this energy into your own energy field. And make a prayer from your heart to overcome your misconceptions and negative energy and to develop pure love and compassion for all beings equally. And feel that you are connecting to your own true nature, your highest potential. And in response to this request, Chenrezig very lovingly sends streams of white light. And this fills every cell and atom of your body, purifies all your negativities and all your problems and all your past harmful actions and your potential to give harm in the future. So let's just do that one first as we recite the mantra. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Now imagine the light coming again, except this time filling you with limitless love and compassion. And your body feels light and blissful, and your mind peaceful and clear as we recite the mantra again. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Now imagine the light from Chenrezig's heart radiates out to every living being. And think of it reaching all the way over there to Israel and to Afghanistan, where there was an earthquake the other day, and to all the people who are suffering all over the world, and there's so many. And imagine fills them, purifies all their negative energy first, and then fills them with bliss. And instead of bombs dropping, just imagine this love bombs dropping, love and light, energy, bliss. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme. Now imagine Chenrezig dissolving into white light, and this flows down through the crown of your head and reaches your heart chakra, and your mind merges indistinguishably the Chenrezig's mind and the mind of your teachers, and you experience complete tranquility and bliss. And so we'll hold this for 2 or 3 minutes. And whenever your usual sense of I starts to arise, maybe you're bored, you've got to get to work, you're feeling restless or hungry, you want breakfast, think that this is not your real self. And simply bring your attention again and again back to the experience of being one with the qualities of Chenrezig's mind, infinite love and infinite compassion, because this is who you really are. Let's just dedicate all the positive energy we've created during this meditation to the happiness and well-being of all living beings. Everybody. Lots of love. Thank you so much. And I will see some of you this evening. Thank you for hosting, Lou and Mary. And good morning, everyone. Okay, bye-bye.